Season 3 of The Gilded Age has just begun filming in New York, and the excitement is palpable. With a host of new developments and behind-the-scenes information coming to light, it looks like this season will be one of the most thrilling yet. Let's dive into what's in store. One of the major plot lines for the upcoming season revolves around a significant clash between Bertha and George Russell. This promises to be one of the central themes of Season 3, and fans can expect intense drama as the power dynamics between these two key characters come to a head. Another intriguing development is the shift in dynamics between Agnes and A. After A inherits a substantial fortune from her late husband and takes over the Van Ryn household, Agnes's position of power is threatened. This change is set to create friction and alter the established power balance, which will be fascinating to watch. For 2 seasons, Agnes has been the dominant force, so it will be intriguing to see how this new power struggle unfolds. In addition to these personal conflicts, Season 3 will also focus on the Black elite in New York, a significant and much anticipated development. While Peggy Scott's family has been a part of high society events, the show has yet to fully explore the thriving Black community of the late 19th century, particularly in Brooklyn. This season aims to address that gap, offering a richer depiction of the prosperous Black community of the era. There are also new characters and intriguing elements being introduced. For instance, a recent casting call revealed the inclusion of bar and brothel patrons, as well as prostitutes. This hints at some potentially scandalous plotlines. While George and Larry seem unlikely to be involved in such activities, the Duke stands out as a possible character who might be entangled in shady dealings. It's plausible that he could be involved with a brothel, which could lead to dramatic consequences for his marriage with Gladys. Furthermore, office staff and suffrage meeting attendees are also being cast, suggesting that characters like Marion, Peggy, and possibly A might become involved in the suffrage movement. Historical context adds depth here, as Bertha Vanderbilt was a prominent suffragist later in life. It will be interesting to see if the show reflects this aspect of her real-life counterpart. Regarding the main conflict, it appears that Bertha and George will be at odds over Gladys's future. The implication from the season finale was that the Duke would marry Gladys in exchange for his presence at the Met with Bertha. George had promised Gladys that he wouldn't let her marry someone she didn't love, setting the stage for a dramatic confrontation. Historically, Elva Vanderbilt, the inspiration for Bertha, did experience a divorce, which raises the possibility of a similar fate for the Russells. However, a divorce would be a dramatic and potentially show-ending plot twist, so it's likely that Bertha and George will find a way to resolve their issues, possibly by preventing Gladys from marrying the Duke. On the new character front, we'll be introduced to the Kirkland family, a new addition to the Black elite. Elizabeth Kirkland, portrayed by the talented Phylicia Rashad, is a strong-willed woman from a prominent Newport family with deep historical roots. Her husband, Frederick Kirkland, played by Brian Stokes Mitchell, is a leader in the Newport community and pastor of a significant Black church. Their son, Dr. William Kirkland, portrayed by Jordan Donica, is a compassionate doctor inspired by his experiences as a youth. This addition may hint at potential romantic developments for Peggy Scott. Another new character is Joan Carlton, a kind and supportive woman from old money New York high society. Played by Victoria Clark, Joan's son, Billy, who became friends with Gladys at the end of Season 2, will also play a role in the new season. As for when these characters will grace our screens, filming is set to occur between July and October. Given the extensive post-production process, it's likely that Season 3 won't premiere until early 2025, with a possible release date in March or April. For fans eager to stay updated on all things The Gilded Age, subscribing and sharing this information will ensure you're in the loop as more details emerge. Stay tuned for what promises to be a spectacular season.